Seniac, and we're placing some factories here. Me. Those are warehouses. You fool. No one. Me, trying to buy some fresh lemonade and carrots crops. Day one of hoping Seniac will see my comment. Up, and away! Please create the meat kingdom. Guys, my name is Seniac, and welcome back to an episode of the Fool's Kingdom here in City Skylines, where your boy, it's Fiago, apologies if I got your name wrong. He may be onto something, guys. I believe we are going to need a kingdom that makes the meats. Oh yeah. Because last episode, we built all those beautiful little warehouses and factories. And there's a few things that we don't currently have right now to kind of keep us rocking and rolling. We needed some glass. We started to get that done. I think the only thing that we now don't have is any animal products for some of the other unique factories that we have ready to implement in the rest of the kingdoms. Now, guys, before we jump straight into this, if you are enjoying this series and want to see more, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified that next episode does come out. But I think today is the day that we look towards setting up another farming kingdom, but this kingdom only makes animal products. So, guys, in the comment section right now, I need you to give me some name suggestions of what we could potentially call this brand new kingdom. Now, we go through all our kingdoms right now. What we've got Oretown producing the metals and the glass. We have Karen's Crops, not producing animal products, remember, because they're all vegans. We got Fishtown doing the fishing products. We got Oiltown doing the petroleum and the plastics. We have Woodville Inc. doing the paper and the plain timber. But we don't have animal products. Once I get animal products, then I can confidently build every remaining unique factory that there is in the game and really set up some industries, which is really exciting. Also, I needed crops nearby for some certain areas. Actually, guys, what the best way for me to do it? And turns out I can actually place silos, apparently, anywhere. Is that a real thing? Silos? Oh my goodness me, you guys are legit right. Right, okay. Where do I put the silos then? I think they're just going to go over here. I'll drop 2 down, but I'm sure there was a few other places that kind of needed crops. Let me just quickly go through the unique factories. So, you don't need crops. What do you need? Animal products. No crops, no crops, no crops, no crops, no... Oh, crops. Alright, but it's in the lemonade factory where we currently have the Karen's Crops anyway. So, lemonade factory just there. No crops, so petroleum refinery, soft paper factory, which is the other one we got down. We're pretty much all good to go then. So hopefully that, where is it? It's over here, isn't it? I'm lost. I'm completely lost right now. Hopefully that then having these stored locally will then give our soft paper factory enough crops to consistently keep producing. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But let's take a look at where we could potentially set up a kingdom then. So if I go to the overview, you can see right now, we have these 2 kingdoms here that we haven't touched. We got this one down here. We got this one over here. We got that one next to Woodville. That one, and that one. Now, none of these, I believe, are set up for farming. So, natural resources. None of these are set up for farming, these additional ones that I do have. See, Fishtown would have been really good for farming and maybe doing that, but we don't have the ability. Maybe I change this unclaimed kingdom here and we create an island of cannibals. Oh my god, guys! And then oh my goodness. And then the backstory is the meat is an island full of cannibals and the meat is questionable, okay? But everybody kind of looks the other way because no other place makes meat. So, oh snap. The rumor is it could be human. Oh no, Seniac, what have you done? What have you done right now? That's amazing. So what I want you guys to do right now in the comment section down below is kind of give us a name for this kingdom. Kind of give us like a little bit of a beautiful backstory, and I'll rename it for next episode. So placing all this down then. Do I get rid of the trees? I mean, we got a fair few trees right there anyway. Right, let me see. Right, I'll get rid of all the trees just so I can fully place down all this so it's all nice and green. Oh my goodness me. What have we created? And we'll get some more trees back down as time goes on. We kind of make the place a little bit more beautiful. So what I'll do and what I'll focus on this episode is doing is just kind of setting the miniature little town up on here. Getting people living here, getting the transport links all the way over. And all that kind of jazz. We've got the boats going around this island too, which is kind of crazy. And then we'll look towards setting up the animal plantations. The Meat Kingdom. Do we call it Arby's? Because they have the meats. Look, guys, come on. That joke was quality. I'm British. Arby's does not exist in the UK. But your boy got that point of reference bang on. Oh, he knows too much, guys. He's evolved. He's evolving right now. Right, okay. So, transport links anyway. I mean, obvious one is taking it straight up to Toll Town and then it doing its thing. That could be the obvious thing to do. In terms of shipping routes, I can get it connected to... Well, the shipping route right there, we can take it directly over to the Fool's Kingdom, which would be kind of handy. And that can go on train or drive over to there, wherever it may be. We got a fair few options, to be honest with you. I think we should direct all the traffic then to Toll Town, because that's the obvious thing to do. That's the whole reason we set Toll Town up. And then I think we're going to trade it to the Fool's Kingdom, and then it will be disperse the products that way. Right, okay. So ship there, we need to get the ferry pier all set up then. And I'll drop it, I'll drop it here, like dead center, and then wherever the road is for that, then becomes the whole layout for the rest of it. Now, if I elevate this slightly up a bit more, because this island is like on a slight bulge. So if I elevate it just to there, so at least the road is kind of slightly up a little bit. And then we need to make sure that this is on the ferry line. So, oh, do you know what actually you could do? Rather than having a separate or an additional, well, apparently water's required. Do we not have water here? Is it too shallow? Is that the thing? Well, that's... Oh, yeah, it could be too shallow, to be honest with you. So if I just kind of make... Oh! Seniac! Wrong button! Yikes. If I kind of go in quite deep here. There we go. And then that then should enable us or give us access. Why is none of this connected? Is there something going on? I am doing a ferry. Oh, I'm doing a ship path. No wonder it wasn't connecting. Right, we don't talk about it, okay? We don't talk about it. And what we'll do, ferry line then, we'll get this connection from here. No, which is the one going back? Actually, I could do both, couldn't I? So if I set you up to there, and then the one going this way. So that ferry line going to and from Fishtown to the Toll Town also picks up people from our unclaimed kingdom, which will be our Meat Kingdom. So that way we can kind of maximize that efficiency of the route. And then we'll be able to get more and more people on that route as well. Right then, so road is there. Road is good to go. We're going to set a few little things up right now. Now, it's not going to be a huge town solely because it's a very small island. And I want to have more space for the industry over anything else, right? So, we'll keep this very, very, very simple. So, I know that's a 12 across. So, if I pick... Well, if I do another 8... No, it's a 12 that way. So, if I do a 9... 9 there, and a 9 there. Then a 10 by 30 and down. There we go. We got some kind of a little system. So if I go to there right now, and then if I bring this, say, just to here, and say that ran to there, and then if I delete you, there, where does that come down to? Bam, 10 by 10. So then if I go up by 20, bam, and bam. And then can we 17 by 17. Okay. 13 by 13. So it's all staggered right now. You can see how it kind of goes up on a big hill. So that's why you're getting these big indentations. But the buildings will kind of make it all look pretty good towards the end. And then what we'll do here is we'll kind of end it all out. Oh, I'll go by 35 just there. Like that. And that is then just a livable area. Then everything else then we'll kind of build roads and go through it as we build up like some kind of an animal kingdom. Oh man, the vegans are going to hate us, guys. The vegans are going to hate us right now. But Karen has had it too good for too long. She's been calling all the managers at this point, isn't she? Oh, there is no manager. Every manager right now is quaking in their boots. Because they know, your boy. I mean, your girl. Oh no, I've just assumed her gender. I've just assumed Karen's gender. She's going to be mad at me, guys. No! I'm blaming you, okay? It wasn't me. I'm blaming you. I did nothing. I did nothing right now. And and because we don't really have any sewage, do you know what? Should I just connect it to like the Falls Kingdom or something? Just make it a little bit more easier for us. Because I don't really want to put any sewage on this island. So if I just went straight over to there, I mean I could get rid of that water tower then at that point, couldn't I? Goodbye! There we go. But we do need to put our own form of power on here, which will use wind turbines. Just like that. They're going to hate living around the wind turbines. So maybe I should move them just slightly over a bit. Bam, there we go. And then residential. So, we'll actually do commercial first. So, nice chunk of commercial right smack bang in the middle. Then residential down here. This will all have to kind of then paint all in. And then the only industrial kind of stuff we'll have on this island is obviously the animal industry. And I might add more people as time goes on, but I'm just going to keep it super duper basic right now. We'll implement then a little medical facility. We'll add in a little firehouse. We'll add in a little police station. We'll add in a little crematorium. And that becomes the basic needs that these guys are going to want on the island. So let me do a little bit of smoothing in right now. Of that. We won't be able to do too much of it just because of how it naturally fills up. But we could do now then with some of these residential buildings building up. Unless I, bam, get them connected with one more wind turbine. And our little animal kingdom is going to be up and running. It really is. So what we'll do next then is obviously we'll try and create little walkways and stuff like that. We'll try and utilize little bits and bobs. So if I went from here to here, then from here to here, so we create the little biking route passing through. And we'll do a little bit of a crossing. Oh, wrong button. Build a crossing, just smack bang there, so people can get from one side to the other. Makes it a little bit easier to get to certain areas that they want to get to. GG, everybody. Right, okay. So, interesting little kingdom this is going to be. A very, very interesting little kingdom. We'll give it time to kind of build all up. And we'll utilize, say, like this road going out. And this one going out as well. To the animal kingdom around. And then we'll eventually set up. We'll build all this next episode. Because I want you guys to give me some name suggestions for it in the comment section down below. What we can call this animal product kingdom. And then we'll transport the goods to and from Falls Kingdom right now. So these guys are claiming that they need so many more workers right now. There's not enough workers, Seniac. I'm so sorry. So sorry. And we've learnt this from Dead End. I was about to say make it a 3-lane roundabout, but it kind of already is a 3-lane roundabout. It's just the natural traffic taking its time. Taking its time right now. So, looks really weird right now. But trust me, well, it'll look good as time goes on. And it will take a while before we start seeing people walking about on the mean streets of unnamed Kingdomville. We'll give it some time anyway. We'll give it some time. So, with that done, with that said, I want to take a look at all these little industries right now. So these should have some crops in, which they do. So we're now producing all that stuff. I now want to start going around all of our little kingdoms that we do have and our industries and bulking them up a bit more, because now we have them basically sending the goods here, there, and everywhere. They still need to be able to make some money and make a profit. So, do you know what? Karen's Crops is doing actually pretty well, but there's still always room for improvements. So what we'll do then, we'll get the... What roads have we been using around here? The little one with the trees in the middle. So if I brought this down a little bit further and this down a little bit further as well, and then we'll try and utilize some zones and areas off this. So bring them out there so I can build the building sideways rather than straight on. So let me zone the area a bit further down on the industry. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. So, industry. We're going to get... Oh, that's the forest industry. I mean about the farming one, aren't I? So, okay, no animal products. That's what we got to remember. So, large fruit fields. What should we go with? The medium or the large? Okay, we'll go for the large. So, if I drop one there, and then one there, and then we'll get a couple of these medium ones down. And then how well does a small one fit in? It can fit in just there. So extending the wall all the way down, we're adding more to the production side of things. Now we do have a fair bit of flour mills in. There's always room to increase the flour mills. But I don't want to do that, because we need more crops for some of these unique factories. So this is what this is all about right now. So just simply adding that in is going to be a big benefit for us. Keeps the road pretty free coming down. Train station just there if they need to export it, vice versa. Here, there, and everywhere. It should work out pretty well for us. So a little bit of an expansion there, but this is already doing pretty well. So we'll keep it going. I know we're importing some at some times. I'm hoping with these couple of additionals in. Unless I just add so many more in. That's my next thought process. So I want more large ones. So if I initially start, how large are they? Okay. So if I initially start here by 10, if I then go to here by 10, and let's see how this one turns out then. So we'll go for the large fruit fields this time. So 1, 2, oh, back to back. That's pretty good. So all the way down. There we go. More and more fields now in for more croppage output. And we just got to give it time to now grow. So that will do pretty well for us. Oretown Inc. Actually making quite a bit of money. Yes, Oretown. Killing the game right now. With that said then, let's see if we can do some more production. So the whole thing about this place then, it's all kind of on different levels, which is quite awkward at times. Now, how are the buildings that create the raw materials are a little bit out, so we just need more ore being created, or being mined, should I say. So the best one for this would be at 8,800, 9,600, 11,000. It's these bad boys right here. But these are huge. Right, I've got one there. I can squeeze in one there. Can I squeeze any more anywhere else? Oh, I can get one there. One there. So 4 additional big boy mines. They do a lot of output, so that'll be interesting to see how that ticks along. This whole area is funky, man. Look how elevated they are right now. Damn. So let me see what I can do with the smoothing in. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. But you just got to do what you can do, really, can't you? See, it looks a little bit better now. But they're huge, man. And they have a lot of output. So hopefully, like buildings like this, the rotary kiln plant, gets more ore coming in to produce more metals. I mean, we should have quite a bit stored anyway locally, but you know, you always want more, don't you? You always want more. Let's take a look at Woodville next then. So not really importing anything, but not really creating huge outputs in general. So we'll come off this road because it can all lead down to that station, which is not really being used as much right now. And if I bring it a little bit further up, now I gotta remember I'm the tipsy tops of a huge hill right now. So play it safe, play it cool, play it cool. So we'll go for the big ones right now. See, it would have been better to go sideways. So 1, 2. Too steep on that side. Okay. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. So there's 5 in there in total. Right, follow the road first. Is that enough to class them as all having water? Nope. And then we'll go for these large tree plantations this size. So I can't really squeeze any around here then, so that way the terraforming comes into play. Just to try and flatten out the land. Well, not flatten out the land, but just kind of try and do our best. We'll pause it to make it happen a whole lot quicker. So that road could have come up, but I might save that for like production building area, because I can utilize that train stop here as being able to kind of push a load of goods down to certain areas. So bringing that up, creating these little sections. I'm going to reposition this one. I'll put it there with them. Okay. And then what can we now do with these? So slope is too steep until this point. It's too steep until that point. So here we should be able to squeeze a couple in. And I can get them on this side. Well, only 1 or 2. So 1 just there. Ooh, it would be cool to squeeze like a little tiny one. Oh, okay, we can get some smaller ones here. Fill in those little gaps. So there's going to be actually a lot of production now coming out of this region. Which is ridiculous. I won't, again, sort out the production buildings until time goes on. But they can all drop it off at this train station. And it can all be transported down to where it needs to get to. Just makes the movement of the goods so much more easier. Which is exciting. Very good. And Oil Town then. So we are importing a little bit. Even though we're creating like so many barrels. But we could always do with a little bit more. That's the thing. You can always do with a little bit more. So it's got a normal road leading off. And it's using these little side roads by the looks of it down to here. So we'll extend these a little bit. And then the industry side of this. Going to go for the big oil pumps. So we'll do a 2 gap between each one. Now we'll keep it to there. So there's a lot of pumps just being thrown in at the deep end here. Which is going to put a lot of pressure on the roundabout. But it all depends on where them goods are heading to. But we'll keep it to them for now, because that is really a lot of like acquisition I'm now gaining from them on its own. So see what that does. Right, how is our little meat kingdom right now? Complain about not enough workers. I get that. We need more people in general. What is the job market ratio? Oh, okay. Okay. Now that's all down to the fact that I've extended the our industries so much that I've created so many jobs. But what I need to do more than anything is look at doing upgrades. So let me take a look at the that's the terrain heights. Where's the leisure one? I always forget which is the leisure one, where you can view the leisure. Is that it? Yeah. So we need to add leisure stuff to upgrade our existing buildings. Which parks and plazas? What's always good to throw like in the middle area? Ferris wheel is 225. I don't think a Ferris wheel would kind of fit. Oh, I mean it could. A little Ferris wheel just randomly in the city. But stuff like a large cinema will be really, really handy. Where could I squeeze a large cinema in? We've got so many, I feel like it's got to be placed here. Or over here. Let me turn the anarchy off for a minute. I'll place it here. So that gives us a nice big large radius for like buildings to upgrade. And then the little baseball field, I'll throw this on the corner over there. We'll get something over in this section then. So we have an aqua fun park. Again, fairly largest building. Where would be the best place for this? Unless I just utilize it and squeeze it right there. No longer need them power wires now. So we'll get a lot of ding-a-ling-in upgrades right now, which will bring a lot more people moving over to this area. Could do with now some smaller stuff smack bang in the middle. But that's when I think I'll look at like the carousels. On both sides there. Squeezing on just there in the little park area. Pretty nice. So we need more leisure, don't we, man? We've really neglected it. So a little bit of a dog park. A little bit of a bouncy castle. Fishtown loves bouncy castle, guys. I don't know if you knew that. Don't know if you knew that right now. Oh, damn. Veganville looking pretty good. So we get another little park in. There we go. Where else is big areas? Yeah, Oil Town. Small-ish playground. So it doesn't provide much, but it just gives just that something extra. And you can see right there, just give that a little something extra to take the edge off in certain areas. But we need to like rapidly increase our population to fill those jobs. And our population is now starting to grow. It's just those upgrades. Some of them will take some time to finalize and fill all out. But that's something that over time right now, it should slowly start to increase and grow. How are these guys doing? Still, yep, outputting like crazy. Outputting like crazy. I'm actually excited then, man, for what we could do with this little unnamed kingdom. It's going to literally be our meat processing kingdom. The Cannibal Island. That's weird, isn't it? It's quite spooky and quite a dark kind of vibe, isn't it? To kind of think about that. It really is, isn't it? Holy moly. Look at that. Nearly 400 people, 300 people now moving in. It just shows you. Upgrading the areas, providing more leisure facilities, just brings them in. Reels them in, boys. Right, is there people waiting over here? As this is currently the only way in and out of the area. There's all ships now heading in. That's got 50 people on board. So that's obviously going to drop some peeps off right now. Nice little park just there that they can all visit in their off time. Are people already going to the Ferris wheel? Yeah, man. It's just a random thing to add in, isn't it? Baseball park, people coming over here. Yeah, people starting to make their way over there. And of course, we have the large cinema, people making their way over here. And where did I add in? Here it is. How could I miss it? People are making their way over here too. So I think we need to start eventually looking at landmarks and how we can incorporate landmarks into certain areas. I know we got the Statue of Liberty in Freedomville, Freedonia, as a symbol of the free. And we also have a Ferris wheel over here as a little fun park for all the kids. So interesting. I want to know your guys' thoughts on us building our little kind of animal produce plant, kingdom, factory, whatever you want to call it. Meat processing island. In the comment section down below, guys, as we build it all up next episode. So if you're hyped for that, guys, please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new in here, then make sure you do subscribe. But until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good. Bye.